And welcome to the Redeye stream number 250. We're halfway to 500. Wow, it's been a fucking weird ride. And I know YouTube fucking hates us. It's all good, though. You guys are here to listen to us banter and make fun of Theresa May. That's what we're going to start off with. That's right. Hey, voice of one. 5 fucking votes. You couldn't fucking make 5 people stay at home so you can get rid of this bitch? Like, they didn't even have to show up, right? Like, what the fuck?
Let's just say I can guarantee you there was a lot of people getting promotions and nice little, not bribes, but promises that got her those 5 votes.
Okay, how many times has there been a vote of no confidence up for debate in the parliament in the last 4 months? I believe twice at least. Shouldn't this bitch just go? There's the door, no, bitch. Be gone.
It is just twice, and Theresa May won't get the hint.
Well, she's won both of those votes, though, right?
Yes, by squeaky margins, and again, she didn't win them right. As I said, there was a lot of backhanders going on behind the curtain so she could win it.
Okay.
If you put everybody up to a lie detector test next to 50,000 volts of electricity, I guarantee you she'd have lost it. But because they can get away with backhanded deals, she won it.
Don't you think it has a lot to do with the fear of Jeremy Corbyn?
What do you mean, Jeremy Corbyn? No, Jeremy
Corbyn, because Jeremy Corbyn's a complete fucking moron.
Well, no, and didn't he throw the no confidence vote down both times now? He's the one trying to get her out.
Well, no, this one was actually the more serious one. And to be honest, to lose the no confidence vote, considering that she had the historic loss in the Brexit deal, right? it's the most lopsided loss that a government has ever had. I think in the history of their parliament that it was either going to be a shoo-in, but to lose that no confidence votes just tells you what I think it has a lot to do with Jeremy Corbyn in this regard. If he was half the politician that May was, she'd have been gone before this deal was even put in front of the frickin' parliament, in my opinion. He is just as bad, as she is more of a politician than he is, but she is as incompetent when it comes to this other stuff as he is. So I think it's everyone's looking at this as saying it's a no-win situation. At least that's how it seems to me.
No, it is a no-win situation for us over here, because basically you have the incompetent shill who wants to give us to the EU, and the incompetent shill who wants to give us to the EU.
Yeah. There's still time. You got like 2 months, and you never know at the last second. Theresa May could bust out 2 lukewarm beers that aren't quite cold, crack them open, start guzzling them, and do the hard Brexit thing and inspire confidence.
Wait. Is Theresa May going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin right now? Like,
no, he's not referencing Steve Austin. He's referencing frickin' Elizabeth Warren.
Oh, no, I was actually referencing Stone Cold.
Yeah, no, you were referencing frickin' Elizabeth Warren. And, hey, honey, go get me a beer. That's what the hell you were referencing.
It was more of,
don't even try this
I'm going to grab a beer. I'm going to narrate exactly what I'm doing because this is an action I take. Liz.
It's like this, MT. It's like this, MT. I can guarantee it between now and March, May will come up with some sort of deal from Juncker, which will be even worse than the deal she has now. She will do everything in her power to sell us out to the EU, and the EU will love her for it. And she'll lose another vote, and this will keep going on. She'll probably try for an extension, which will just fuck things up even more. Basically, she needs to be outed
Is she getting promoted?
Well, how are you gonna? Well, real quick, memes. But how can you out her if you fucking keep getting these spineless fucking teetotaling pieces of crap who won't vote to out her? 5 votes, Cabby? 5 fucking votes.
Yeah, I know. Well, the cabinet, you know, I mean, Rees-Mogg tried to go for a vote of no confidence against her. You know, she's like that. You know, so it's like a, you know, like they say, you know, cream floats. Well, so do turds, and she's like the turd that you can't flush. You know, she's a floater.
Sounds like my fucking ex-wife. Moving on. Like, what the fuck?
I still say boiling tar and razor blades will fix the bitch.
She hasn't fallen off the wall into a million pieces yet, so I don't think we need tar.
Well, it'll be fun anyway. And some feathers.
Well, okay. Cabbage is already he's already getting his store up.
Cabby.
And what he's thinking of which horse to drag her behind.
Here's the thing, though, Cabby. You've had 2 votes for no confidence in about 4 months. Neither one has gone through. I know I keep bringing it back to the Queen, but when does the Queen finally say this government's not working and throw it out and replace it?
Well, she doesn't really have the power to do that as such, but she has the power to dissolve Parliament and say, get your shit together and come back when you can start acting like adults.
Okay. Is it this the time to do that?
Well, I just thought it was way beyond the time to do that. I mean, we should have done that when we'd gone down to first grade, let alone kindergarten.
Well, I mean, imagine Hulk Hogan in Ted DiBiase's $1 Million Dream. The third dropping of the hand is happening. Hogan's index finger is like a quarter inch off the mat, and
it's irrelevant. Whatever you're gonna say, it's not relevant.
Cabby, just say the tagline that's gonna be on the shirt when I make it. I haven't gotten around to it yet, but go ahead. Tell them.
Shut the fuck up, memes.
Thank you very much. No, memes, you're in a wrestling mood today, dude. Did you get a free trial of WWE fucking network or what? Anyway, Cabby, when I found out she fucking won the vote, but it was only 5. She had the common decency to just step down. I mean, come on, dude.
Oh, she should have resigned a long time ago, mate. She should have. I mean, she should have never been appointed to begin with. But you know, ever since her appointment, she has the time she took, the 8 months delay, even to issue Article 50. That should have been enough reason for a cabinet to kick her out. You know. Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
It's long overdue. Long.
But does any of this
2.5 years, 3 years overdue?
Has Theresa May done anything that has surprised you that Theresa May has done?
No, Cabby's been
well, once I knew she was delaying Article 50.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. Once
I knew she delayed Article 50, it was okay. We know what they're up to. This fucking little bitch, and then she starts talking about fucking fox hunting and all this other nonsense. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she had a tumor or something. Maybe she had brain damage. Either way, shouldn't be in charge.
Well, here's my question to both you, Cabby, and you, Voice. You have chaos in France right now. It's not getting any better. It's starting to spill over into the other countries, including the UK. When does the chaos in government that you're having and the chaos on the ground converge to have a real fucking problem?
Oh, it's going to be how this Brexit thing turns out. This is going to be a real deciding factor on, you know, whether we end up with, you know, the second fire of London.
But you guys are, let's be frank, you guys are frozen, right? I mean, you are now at a point where you have. Well, no, what I mean by that is your government is frozen. It can't move forward. It can't move backward. There's no way anyone can get out of this. There's going to have to be a winner and there's going to have to be a loser. And in the end, the loser is going to be the country, because no matter what you do, all right, everything is going to stay in flux until something and people decide to move forward. And at this point in time, everyone's afraid to move forward. So how are you going to fix it? How is this going to change?
Well, at this
that's
point,
what I mean. Well, while we have Teresa, look, she didn't get put into a corner. I mean, that's how fucking retarded this woman is.
well, that's one of the things. And
Well,
at
no,
this
I think it
point,
was intentional.
Donald Trump is the president of the United States. So at this point, I believe we may consider applications for a new state. Is it going to be you first or Puerto Rico?
There is no way the British are going to want to become
President
American.
Trump was filmed with a flag with 51 stars behind him at one point.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to be the colonial? That's a good switch in places, right?
I did one of my streams. I was talking about that today, in a certain sense, not in the sense that you're talking about it here. But this morning I was doing a comparison because there was a story.
Strategically, MC.
Shut up, memes.
There was a story about how the royals are all upset about Markle because she has her own line of cosmetics at QVC, and she built up her own little line. But because it's outside of the UK, that it is frowned upon because the royal people do not engage in commerce outside of Great Britain. Okay, so she's created quite the kerfuffle, all right, as to what's going on. And it's like she's doing nothing that any American, this is what America was founded to do. All right.
Wait, she just started doing this after she joined the royal family.
No, she was in the process of doing it when they announced her engagement. But she had already signed deals with the QVC and everything else.
Oh, good for her. It's her money.
Apparently,
don't forget, Sarah Ferguson did the same thing with her silly little children.
But I thought the problem with Sarah Ferguson is that she was sleeping with everybody and coming out publicly and telling people she was doing it. I thought that was her.
There were many reasons. There were many problems with Sarah Ferguson.
I mean, the one I remember the most was the fact that she was open about her freaking. Oh yeah, I'm pretty much screwing whoever I want.
Yeah.
Oh no, guys! We didn't think about this. Hammered Spud says, Mad Dodge, be careful what you ask for. If the UK became a state, Cabby would be eligible to run for president, yes? Oh, hell no. We don't want that shit. Yeah,
wait, no, that would be naturalized.
Hey, Cabbage, will you put me in charge of NASA?
This is
no. MC, I'm gonna make your life hell when I'm president, and I'm gonna put you in charge of the CIA. So yeah, you're gonna hate.
I just got one question for President Cabby. What are you gonna do about the Nazi penguins?
A great expedition.
No, God. You said you were going to
I'm gonna build a fire.
Mod, you said you're going to make MC the head of the CIA. What do you think he's doing now?
I am not the head of the CIA. I have never been in the CIA.
MC, it's okay.
Yeah, that's what.
Well, that's exactly what a CIA agent has to say, I thought.
It's like this. We know the person we see on TV is the front man. MC's in the back making the real decisions.
He's a smoking man.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Cabby. You be
No, there's
fucking
puppet, and MC's just got his hand up the guy's ass.
The puppeteer.
Just call me Blofeld. I need to get a cat.
Oh God, no! Please don't become a cat man. Oh my God.
No, he means a white cat and a scar down his face and a shaved head.
Got the shaved head already.
Oh, so you're like half a degree from Dr. Evil.
So, speaking of the Nazi penguins, in Canada, the penguins were marching at the zoo. I don't know. Are the penguins on the march, MC? Is that their invasion plan? Invade through Canada?
Their orders have been given, and they are now trying to carry them out.
They're a hell of a long way to go to
Come
get to
by
Canada.
two by two. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, well, let's talk about something almost as absurd.
Oh shit! I'm an
as
anti-Semite.
Oh, it's okay. You're allowed.
Penguins come marching one by one and two by two.
But let's talk about something just as absurd as Nazi penguins marching in from Canada, and that was the whole Andy Worski and Tonka Saw fight. Oh, that's going well, isn't it?
Like that was ever going to happen.
It wasn't, obviously. You can't even turn in his blood work in the right.
I thought I got canceled.
What the hell?
He did, yeah, because he couldn't. Yeah, he gave a name for his contract, and then the blood work that he provided didn't match up with the name. So he's
Right,
just
so
been fucking about.
Because he changed his name in the middle of the process.
Yeah, right.
No, he did.
Well, whatever. It's still a jerk off thing to do, and he clearly didn't want to actually do whatever. You know, he just has
especially.
to
Wait a minute though. And this is one thing I didn't bring up in Discord when you and I were talking about this. MC, remember, Tonka Saw supposedly has been in amateur and semi-professional fights before. He would know that you can't change your fucking name. He would know that they have to match, wouldn't he?
Possibly, probably. I mean, do you know if you're a fighter, if you're one of those people who's a fighter, would you necessarily know all the ins and outs of the legal system, especially when it's always being taken care of by somebody else? Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying he didn't know. All right, I'm just saying that it's possible that he didn't know. But then again, the idea that they canceled this the way they did. To me, this looks like there was more than one reason they canceled it. I don't think that they canceled it just because the quote-unquote blood work didn't match. Something else is going on there. It has to. You can't sit there and go, well, the blood work doesn't match, but here's his legal name, so therefore this is invalid. No. Now, I was listening to some of these guys talk about it yesterday because I was actually kind of curious to see what all this frickin' was about. Because I never do know. I never watch how these things happen. So I'm curious. I was trying to figure out what it was. So I was actually listening to Ranting Monkey, and at the same time that was going on, Tonka Saw was giving his excuses as to what happened on a different channel, right? So I was bouncing between the two, comparing the notes and stuff. And I mean, I
lost the form.
My dog ate it.
I mean, so. It's interesting to listen to the back and forth, but at the same time, it's like, okay, were you really serious about this, any of you? Because to me, it seems like no one was really taking this seriously. No one was really, okay, yeah, well, we're gonna sit there and get the blood work done. Yeah, we're gonna get the boxing commissions or whatever else.
Well, MC, doesn't it go back to the Clerks 2 or whatever principle they had Jane Silent Bob Strike Back? It's like people will say, fight me over the internet. And folks are like, well, it's over the internet. It's how many people show up.
Everyone had been saying that it was horseshit. I mean, nobody believed it from the very beginning. I mean, people were taking the piss out of him about his wheelchair access to the cage. You know what I mean? For bloody months.
There were people that took it seriously because they had bought plane tickets and made hotel arrangements and shit. So there are plenty of people who were taking it serious.
Yeah,
there you go.
Accommodations were made. There's potential.
Shows you how many fucking idiots there are on the internet, then, doesn't it?
Whatever, Cabby. That doesn't matter. It's the same thing like fucking Kilroy, right? People set everything up to go see this thing. They paid fucking money to go to it, and then these fucking jerk offs aren't professional at all. I mean, okay, I'm not dumb enough to say I'm gonna go fucking really fist fight MC in real life. Like, I'm going to fly to fucking Arizona and go fight him. I'm not that fucking dumb. Why? Because I'm not going to fly to fucking Arizona, and I don't have the goddamn money for it. You don't tell people that shit. Oh, fuck off, Gabby.
Here's Gavin. Here's a little gasoline on this fire. Let's see what happens.
And let's tell you what the fans want.
You're supposed to be a good example, Cabby. Come on. We're supposed to learn from our elders.
What they want.
This explains a lot.
Well, no, and you fucked up my whole train of thought. I was going somewhere there, but you know, it's derailed. The fact remains though, people actually spent money because a lot of times when you buy these plane tickets in advance, you're not necessarily allowed to get your money back.
Non-refundable.
Yeah, so there is some financial loss to people. I mean, did they really want to just go see Andy Worski show up and get drunk with them at a bar? No, they wanted to see somebody get beat up.
MADDS, there is an old saying, and a fool and his money are easily separated. And I think we've just seen an example of that.
No, it was another meet and greet potential, but it came out of online bloodshed.
Might have been, but I'm saying.
But that shows that there's a market there. There is a market there.
Oh yeah, see two brain dead twats smack hell out of each other. Yeah, if I want to see that, I can go down to the town centre any Saturday night and just stand outside a nightclub. And
or how about you watch Professionals and just tune into UFC? But no,
now amateur's more fun because it's bare knuckle. You know, I mean they go at each other properly. Saturday nights can get brutal in Manchester, mate.
That's one thing I never understood. Also, oh, we're gonna fucking arrange this, you know, through commissions and blah blah blah. Why don't they just show up at a bar, have some drinks with a bunch of people, have a meet and greet, and then afterwards go out to the parking lot. Learn how to run, scatter. Cops are called. Time to go.
Believe it or not, those kind of fights like that, which are quite, you know, they do happen. You know, the little fight club kind of things. However, they are highly illegal, and you get charged with serious crimes in those situations. Just
an unsanctioned fight.
Wait, no. If you're at a bar, you get into a fight, you do get caught, you get charged with
the way social media is today. The way social media is, where everyone will sit up there and point to the social media. They were going to do it. They went there to fight. Look here. Here's the records. And there's plenty of frickin'. Let's be honest. There's plenty of narcs. There's plenty of people who frickin' put a stop. You know that'll narc you out in a heartbeat. You think people are going to keep quiet about something like that? Oh hell no. They'll do it just so they can get their picture in the paper. See, I was a part of this. I was there when it happened. Look at this. This guy's me.
Steve Jobs ruined everything.
No. You remember the early 2000s when all the high schoolers were meeting up at parks and boxing and shit, and it was on Fox News? The park they showed where the two girls were fighting, I was there. That was the park in my fucking small town where I went to high school in. We would go to that park, get drunk, whatever. You could see every entrance in, so the cops couldn't ever really catch us. And we did, like, we would have fucking amateur fights in there with boxing gloves and shit. I mean, you could do it on private property and have just an amateur fucking sparring match. I mean, you don't necessarily need to have a fucking condoned, like, go to Nevada and have it fucking sanctioned.
No, but even so, like I said, the idea that people were really delusional enough to think that it was going to happen. I mean, one of them was going to bail out. It was obvious.
Well, no, and MC again, no. What's wrong with two consenting grown men?
Nothing wrong
sparring
with it.
in the backyard.
What are you talking about? You're talking to the person who wants to bring back dueling.
Yeah.
You think I have any problem with this?
Didn't Canada bring back dueling? Why did I hear that?
Yes, I think we should bring back dueling.
No. I'm just that would change things. It go back to like the old Foghorn Leghorn. It's like, sir, you have offended me. It's like, I challenge you to a duel. They slap them with the white glove and everything. Are we really going back to Looney Tunes?
No, you are. Anyway, back to the land of reality.
Real quick, that's either Optimus or Jensen, but yeah, you have my avatar on right now. One of the managers must have joined because I see myself.
I mean, it's me.
Oh, it's Mole. Log out, and then when you go to log in,
he's an undercover mole.
Wait. I can't hear everybody. I can only hear one person at a time. What'd you say?
Okay, log out. When you log back in, you can click to go to your original profile, and
everybody's
you'll pop
talking again.
No, I'm the only one talking.
Okay, All right, now say it again.
He's hearing voices.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mole.
He's in
Okay.
the stream in the background.
Okay. Do we need to call an exorcist?
Yeah, I guess so. Okay,
All
no,
right.
I'm ready.
Okay, log out. And when you go to log back in,
Shut up,
click on the
Kevy.
icon and log in as Unholy Mole instead of Mad Dodge Productions.
Oh,
Because you're a man.
log-
Yeah,
oh, okay,
yeah. You're a manager of the brand now, so you logged in with my avatar and shit, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You have the power.
I'm sorry. All right, will do.
Take control. Don't let Mad Dodge push you around.
Yeah, you're great.
Even if he started
Great
the stream, it's